So today we are being joined by former Afghan Minister of Education, Mr. Mirwais Balkhi. Welcome to WION, sir. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
I want to start this conversation by you talking a little bit about the day when Taliban took over, the 15th of August 2021. How things panned out.
That was indeed a sad day for all of us in Afghanistan. I was, as usual, in the morning of the 15th August. I left my home to my university. I wanted to take my classes, and as usual, I had an appointment with my master students. There were rumors around Kabul that the Taliban has entered already in Kabul. That's why what we have done, we had to go at least home, and we had to take care of ourselves, because if the news was true, then there was dangers also to us. I stayed in Kabul for 2 weeks. I was thinking that I had also the same misperception about the Taliban that the media was always portraying internationally, that they are changed totally. But in that 2 weeks, I realized that I was mistaken, because we have seen various extrajudicial activities.
So absolutely heartbreaking to imagine like the confusion and the dilemma that people had on ground when you talked about like how for 2 weeks you thought that Taliban has changed, but now you realize that Taliban 2.0 is similar to what it was in 1996. What do you have to say about the future of Afghanistan?
Well, I still believe that the Taliban will not long last. The women of Afghanistan are so brave. They are fighting against Taliban inside Afghanistan, in Kabul. In 2 years, you do not see a single paper document which talks about the law of Afghanistan, the nature of the governance, what type of the government they want to install in Afghanistan. There is nothing except a set of the decrees by the supreme leader of the Taliban, which is completely segregated: gender apartheid, religious apartheid, ethnic apartheid. How we can see the future when 5 million girls are not going to school. I'm also concerned about the education itself in Afghanistan. The curriculum for the boys also in Afghanistan, because nowadays we are witnessing hidden curriculum, ideology curriculum, verbal curriculum, which all talks about where is the land of war, where is the land of Islam, who is against Islam, what is imperialism.
Two crucial arguments made by you. First, we not only have the burden of girls not being educated, but we also have the burden of boys being radicalized under the Taliban rule. What kind of support and the immediate initiatives you would urge the international community to take in order to aid the Afghan people during these challenging times?
You will not believe, but after 10 years, the literature on international relations will write about it, that Afghanistan will be the unique case that diplomatic relations have been consolidated with a terrorist group, with a group which are having the intention to fight these countries themselves. And there has to be humanitarian assistance to the people of Afghanistan. Consortium of different donors and different sponsors at international stage, leading by the international NGOs, for example, for education, Save the Children, Aga Khan Foundation, many as such international institutions and partners of education had experience for 20 years how to lead the education. This is the mechanism. I believe it works for the people of Afghanistan, and at the same time we are also assured that the Taliban are not misusing these assistance.
Your colleagues who also had to leave Afghanistan because of Taliban takeover, what do you think when you talk to them? How do you think they are coping with the sudden change?
I think we are all of us who left Afghanistan 2 years back, we are all suffering the highest stage of depression. Because on the one side, we have to adjust ourselves in our new destinations, which is so complicated. And we are, majority of us left for West and North American countries. So we do not have that Western taste of living. At least we could adjust somehow in different neighboring countries in the region, like India, Turkey. Though I've been outside for a long time for education, for my position,
You were in India also for
diplomatic.
education, but that
I've been in India for 12 years, not less. So I've done my studies in India, and I did my diplomatic career in India. But still, I was not feeling that, because in India I was somehow feeling home, because we had all these shared commonalities between Kabul, Delhi, and all. Beside that, I can say, when I talk with my colleagues, with my friends, we feel somehow idleness. We feel somehow burden to other societies, because in Afghanistan we were useful assets. Sometimes I say it can be a regret for me that I left Afghanistan. I think we all feel that we have lost so badly. We lost Afghanistan. We lost our dreams. In India, when I was studying, I was just dreaming to go back to Afghanistan and deliver some of the competencies I learned from India, from Indian educational institutions, from Indian history, Indian society, to implement. Even when I was at the Ministry of Education, I carried the emotion curriculum, happiness curriculum from Delhi's educational ministry to Afghanistan. So all these nowadays, we think that it's all adults, and we are kind of empty, leaving people who are just struggling somehow to survive in the new destinations and try to do something back for Afghanistan as a diaspora nowadays.
Mr. Balkhi, my message would be one of solidarity and empathy. And I can completely understand what sort of immense challenges you all had to face after Taliban's takeover. If you could convey just one message to the global audience about the current situation in Afghanistan.
For the first time in the history of human being, terrorist group has taken a nation state in captive. And they will use the people of that country for their own ideologic purpose. Tomorrow it would be too difficult to compensate. Now act jointly.